Alright, welcome back again. Time for another project to fix my project. Anyway, you saw that I did the King's coilovers in the front and the King's shocks in the rear and the Atlas 8-inch leaf springs in the rear. The big problem is I took the car for a test drive. I only got 2 houses down the street, and here's the thing, the whole steering wheel started shaking. I heard a loud sounds like I had some boggers on or something. Anyway, the reason that happened, and I checked with Daryl. I checked with Daryl at D's Automotive. So I thought I did something wrong. It felt like the front axles were popped out or whatever. So I took the whole front suspension off, redid it. Nothing. It still did it. Come to find out, Daryl said it was my driveline angle that was kind of messed up. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but so anyway, he said my driveline angles. Okay, so here's the thing. The leaf springs that I had, that's it. They were just leaf springs. Some companies will put a 4-degree shim or whatever, some kind of shim on the bottom to correct the angle and the pitch of your pumpkin and recorrecting the angle of the driveline. I already have the drop down brackets on the third member. I'm not third member, but the carrier bearing. And that's the lowest you want to go. The other alternative to solve this issue, which I am going to do and what I wanted to do a long time ago, was to get a one-piece drive shaft with a double cardan joint on it, and I'll go over that later on when the time comes. So my old setup, let me see if I can find the, hang on, let me see if I can find the block. Okay, so the Alcan springs, I don't remember if it had a shim in it or not, but I had the Alcan springs and I had this block in it. As you can see, the block already has a pretty steep angle to it. So this angle on the block, this tapered block, that corrected the driveline angle. So when I had the other rear spring set up, I had no problems. I didn't think anything of it. And I looked, this leaf pack does not have a shim to it. So I was sick and tired of dealing with it. I went on Amazon. So Daryl suggested that I put some kind of shim back in there and that'll correct the driveline angle. I was not sure what degree shim they have to put in there. There's all kinds. There's a 2-degree, 2.5, 3. I have a 4, a 6, and an 8-degree shim. So I'm going to take a measurement of this. I think there's maybe about a half inch or quarter-inch difference from the skinny side to the fat side. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can match this with what degree shim I have, the 4, the 6, and the 8-degree. I'm leaning towards the 6-degree. So I just ordered a bunch of these from Amazon. I just bought them all. I didn't want to waste my time having to order another set and waiting a long time more. So this is the 6-degree. And I think it's about 2 inches or 2.5 inches wide, whatever the leaf spring was. I think 2 inches or something. Anyway, let me turn the truck around, jack it up. There's no sense in showing you guys how to do that. I'm just gonna time lapse it. So let me get the truck turned around, get these off, and I'll be right back. Okay, so first off, before I even start, I will try to strap the GoPro to the underneath of the truck. I have no idea how, but I'm gonna try to strap it underneath, and we can try to listen, and I can probably get some kind of idea where this clunking sound is coming from or whatever. If it works, then on the test drive, I'll strap it to the underneath of the truck again, listen to see if there's any kind of noise or did the shims help at all or what, and probably get some cool shots of it cycling through, cool shots of the suspension cycling through everything. Okay, so let me take everything apart and I'll be right back again. Well, here's something a little odd. It looks like the shocks are leaking. Both sides. Here, I'll show you guys. There's a little oil residue. Very, very strange. Knowing my luck, what else is new? Anyway, let me get the shocks off, take the top U-bolts off, then I'll insert the shim and take it for a test drive, and hopefully that'll get rid of my steering vibrations and correct my driveline angle. Okay, time lapse again. I'll be right back. Pack is open. Now I'm going to put a 6-degree shim in, and hopefully that solves the problem. Okay, passenger side is done. Time for the... No, driver side is done. Now time for passenger. Okay, in usual fashion, the battery in the GoPro died, but the truck is done. Alright, so the only thing left to do is to test drive it, slow and high speeds. If that works, great. I don't hear any humming, I don't feel any buzzing, then everything should be perfect. So let me jump in the truck and I'll take you guys with me on a test drive. All right, let's go for a test drive. Okay, so far, immediately, I do not feel any vibrations in the steering wheel. I do not feel any weird vibrations through the seat or through anything like that. So I think that 6-degree shim solved the problem. The driveline angles are too steep. It was causing weird vibrations in the driveline system. So I think that solved it. So let me take the truck up to a little higher speed and see what happens. But if it's not doing it at this low speeds, then I'm pretty sure that solved the problem. And thank you to Darrow once again. In fact, maybe we should take a drive down to campgrounds and see how the suspension works. So far, with the 529 gears, the truck is perfect. A lot of low end torque, it's just great. I love the 529s. I made a good decision to go with these. They work great with the 35, sorry. And if I ever decide to upgrade to 37s or 38s, I could. If I downgrade back to 33s, then it should be perfect, especially with the 6-speed manual gearbox in this thing. So a little higher speeds, I don't feel any weird vibrations again. Everything just feels pretty smooth, so that should have corrected the problems. Any higher, I think I might have gone with maybe the 8-degree shim, or I don't know. I really don't know what I would have done. I'll drive down to Darrow's shop right now, and I'm feeling part of the impulsiveness for today and making really bad financial decisions. So I'm gonna hit Darrow's shop and make a lot more bad financial decisions. So I'll show you guys what that looks like in just a minute. Okay, the one thing I did notice is that at highway speeds, because these are the Kings and they're not the external reservoir adjustable ones, it's too soft. I don't like it. I'm used to having a stiffer suspension. I'm used to feeling almost like a, not very sports car, but just a stiffer suspension and more feel back or driver interactions with the road and with the chassis and everything. Yeah, the suspension feels too soft for me. It feels like a car. I don't really like it. The 4Runner has Bilsteins, which is a lot stiffer, and it just feels so much better to me. Especially taking turns, the body is not swaying as much. With the Kings, it just feels too soft. I don't like it. For me at least. I may decide to throw the rough countries back on. If I do, I will have to throw on a spacer just to equal the same length as the King, so that's one option. Another option is to get it re-valved, but that's a waste of money. Another option is to buy the 650 or 700 pound springs in the front. I looked at them, stocks are 600s. It's kind of soft, but anyway. Or another alternative is to just sell these and buy a whole new set of Kings with the adjustable resi. So that's that. We are at Daryl's shop in about another minute or so. Boy, it is summertime. It is hot as heck. It's so dry outside. I'm surprised some of these kids haven't started any fires yet. Boy, the suspension is really, really soft. I do not like it at all. I really don't. I haven't tried it off-road, so I don't know what the off-road characters and mannerism is going to be like, but the on-road stuff, too soft, too spongy, horrible for me. All right, we are just about at Daryl's place. Here we are. Let's see what he has in the shop today. Okay, it looks like somebody is lifting a brand new, that military green Tacoma. Oh, I see a big box of Kings. All right, let's go see Daryl. All right, financial decision has been made. I gave Daryl the money, and I guess I'll get a call from him next week when the parts come in, and then we get to put it in, and that will be for another video. I'll show you guys what I ordered when I pick it up, and then we'll do the process of putting it in. Meantime, I am gonna hit campgrounds just to run through the sand real quick, cycle the suspension, see if there's any weird vibrations, any weird feelings, any weird clunking or banging, whatever, I don't know. So I'll see if I can put the camera underneath the truck and get some angles and some shots, some videos of the suspension actually moving. Who knows? We'll see. I shall see you guys in a couple minutes when I get down the road to campgrounds. Okay, we are here at campgrounds. I'm going to strap the GoPro to the front of the truck and pray that it doesn't fall off and I run it over. So hang on. That was the front view. Now let's see if we can get some angles from the rear of the truck. Okay, well, that is it for this project. That was a big success. Driveline angle vibration has been cured, no problems. Totally happy. As you saw from the earlier part of the video, I stopped off at Darrow's shop, made another order, and yeah, got another project coming. Anyway, it is hot. I need to get home. I'm tired already, and I need to work on the 34 so I can get that thing up and going. Okay, thanks again for sticking around on another one of my projects. I shall see you guys on the next one. Have a good weekend, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next project.